Yo YouTube, Everyday Johnny here. This is my first video. We got the Sanrenmu 910 wannabe Sabenza thing, but for $30. Great value. I only had it a few days, but you know, when you've been into knives for long enough, you can kind of tell what's gonna hold up and what's not gonna hold up. And this is gonna hold up. It's a Sandvik steel, nothing too fancy, but you know, good, better than you'd expect from like a Chinese knife for the price point. You know, 30 bucks. Same as the Kershaw Blur. Comes in a Sandvik steel too, and that's gonna be around 60 bucks. So you know, you definitely save money when you're getting Chinese crap, but it's also Chinese crap, so you might want to keep that in mind, because although it's a great knife, it looks good, it's sturdy, no blade play, it functions fine. There are some shortcuts that are going to be taken to make this at this price point, and that's going to come at fit and finish and materials. This G10, it's I think it's plenty grippy, but it's definitely not as grippy as, like, you know, like a Spyderco Paramilitaris G10. It's like perfect, you know, just good amount of traction, not too much. It's not gonna tear up your pants. This is a little bit smoother, but still good. I would compare it to the Kershaw Chills G10, probably around that point. It's a liner lock, thumb stud. You can switch the pocket clip around, which is sick. Yeah, I'll never review a knife that you can't do that with, probably, because I'm left-handed. And thumb stud is on both sides. It has some jimping, but it really... Oh, man, look at that. It's so weird. It doesn't... It's like barely there. Doesn't do anything. And this stuff right here, I wish they would continued it into the G10. Maybe it would do something, but it doesn't really do anything. This is nice. I definitely don't feel like this is gonna slip out of my hand when I use it, but the jimping everywhere else is just kind of for looks. It does look cool though. I'll give them that. I got the cool green color here, OD green. Only thing I didn't like about this knife was the pocket clip. It comes with a, you know, nice Sandvik stonewash blade. Looks pretty killer, but the pocket clip comes, and it's this very shiny, cheap looking pocket clip. So what I did was I just, you know, I held it over a lighter for a long time until it kind of messed it up and it kind of looked kind of crappy. And then I sanded it, and now it kind of looks more beat up and darker, less noticeable, less goofy, because I just thought it looked goofy, big shiny cheapo clip hanging out of my pocket, you know. So yeah, that's just a little thing I did. It's, you know, other than that, I didn't really do anything to this knife. Blade play, maybe a tiny bit. Probably could fix that, because it's probably from me just using it. When it came, it didn't have any. Up and down there isn't any. And yeah, man, really nice knife. Because usually when you buy stuff from China or whatever, it's gonna be you know, kind of crappy, like a cheapo HCR 13 blade. This is definitely a step above that. You know, it's a $30 knife, and I feel like if they made it in the USA, kind of like this, same blade steel, it would probably cost like 60 bucks, like this knife does. So it's a good deal. It is a rip-off, of the Chris Reeve Sebenza. So if you can't get behind that, don't buy it. My thing is, if you want a Sebenza, you're not going to buy this because it's not a Sebenza, you know. I just thought it looked cool. It's different. I buy a lot of US blades, and you know, I like to buy stuff that's weird and from China too sometimes, you know. It's kind of got like a weird quality to it. This little symbol on the blade is kind of cool. But let's get some do some size comparisons for you. A lot of people have this knife, the Rat 1. It's around the same size, kinda. So this is the Rat 1. It's the bigger version. This is a bigger knife, Sanrenmu, for shot shield. A lot of people have. Obviously, a lot smaller than the Sanrenmu. I showed this, but let's try to get a better view of it, I guess. That's not a good angle there. Not a lot of people have this. It's cool though. I'm gonna brag about it. Core Master. Cryo. Tiny little cryo there. And very popular, but expensive. So people looking at this might not want this. Might not have this. I mean, the Griptilian full size. And the mini. Yeah, they're not expensive. They're priced right for what they are. But you know, maybe if you only spend like 30 bucks on a knife like this knife, you don't have that because you don't spend that much money on knives. Like this, it's like $140 paramilitary 2 Spyderco. I just like to do that. A lot of people don't, and you know, you could read the dimensions all day. You don't really know how big it is. Well, for me, I don't know. I like to see a size comparison, so I do it for the other people. That was a Streamlight 2 AAA. This is the 1 AAA. So yeah, pretty much what I'm saying is I'm an idiot. I don't like to look at a ruler and, you know, figure out how big a knife is. But yeah, that's a Sanrenmu 910 Plus. It's my first video, completely off the cuff. If I missed anything, ask me a question, I'll answer it right away. These liners are not skeletonized, you know, if you're wondering. They're not. It's not that heavy of a knife though. It's around, I'll put it in the description. Nice drop point blade. It is specs. I didn't really go over specs, I just told you what I thought about it. But it's a great knife. You know, all the hardware is, you know, what you would expect. Just regular Torx bits that you would use for all your knives. Switchable pocket clip. Nice little shiny pivot thing. I love that. That looks nice on a knife. And if you're a lefty, it's a great knife for you too. Even for you, man. I know the struggle. Lefties. Pocket clip doesn't ride too deep, but not that much is sticking out, you know. If you can think about it like that, it's not too bad. It does have a lanyard hole. You could probably fit one piece of paracord through there, and you know, two if you fucking jam that shit in. You know, there's actually a video on a guy doing that. If you don't know how to do that, put two in a really small hole like this. You probably could. This hole is small, but it's not too small. What else? It's manual if you can tell, but pretty easy to open. I'm not using any wrist. I don't use wrist a lot. A lot of people are like, oh, nice knife, bam, you know. Knife probably lasts a little longer if you don't do that. That's with any knife though. especially with like titanium liners. This doesn't have that, so just stainless steel with G10. This one's OD green, looks pretty sick. Sandvik steel, drop point blade, came wicked sharp. Very impressed with that, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. Think it looks good. Don't give a fuck about the controversy. The pocket clip, I did my own thing to it, so I like it now. And you know, it's a bigger knife, maybe a little heavy for some people, but if you like the way it looks and you have a lot of knives and you have 30 bucks, you want a new knife, I say get it. There's nothing to lose. You know, if anything, they'll stop making these and you'll have one and not like it and be able to sell it, make a little profit, because they don't sell these forever. So thanks for watching. Everyday Johnny. See you later.